I do have to mention the death of Stan Lee, obviously the master of the Marvel Universe, a guy who really changed comic books in a unique way by making characters who were not like Superman, untouchable. They were not just square-jawed, all-American icons. They were human beings like Spider-Man who had problems. He's, in a lot of ways, comic books themselves, and Stan Lee also, are a testimony to e pluribus unum, and I'll tell you why. When you make everybody part of the country, when you're good to everybody, the people who have always been outsiders start to contribute in new ways. Comic books and superheroes are almost entirely an invention of Jewish people, of Jewish Americans like Stan Lee. And they're a reflection of a sort of desire to be part of this wonderful American enterprise that turns you into a superhero by identifying with this super country. And what Stan Lee was he was a little bit more honest about his superheroes because they were little guys, troubled guys, neurotic guys, like the old, kind of cliched picture of Jews. And so he brought that into the superhero mix. When you allow people to become part of your country, they contribute so much because they love the country and they show you different ways to be a part of it. And I mean, it's true, take Irving Berlin, who wrote White Christmas. That yearning, longing to be back in Christmas comes from a Jewish guy who was never part of Christmas, right? That's where that yearning sound that you hear in White Christmas comes from. In the same way with Stan Lee, that idea of the wish fulfillment of the little guy, Peter Parker, who becomes Spider-Man, and suddenly that is a very Jewish statement in a very big country. And it's a wonderful part of not having multiculturalism, of saying, no, we're all one culture. You contribute in your own unique way. Stan Lee, let's just play a minute of this is his last interview, I believe, him talking about what he was trying to contribute through his superheroes.
I would like to think that everything we do in our stories helps the readers to just understand the world and to have a little more tolerance and to take the peaceful and intelligent route instead of what some people do. I've always felt it would be nice if, while enjoying the adventure, if the reader also gets the feeling that we should all be good to each other. And the world is a small place. We only have a short time in it. And we must make it as pleasant for ourselves and for other people as we possibly can. And doing the right thing is better than doing the wrong thing. Behind everything, there should be a good moral tone. I've always tried to put that in. They try to do that now with Marvel, and I hope they keep doing that forever.
Stan Lee, who's 95 years old, is funny. On Saturday night, I went out for a birthday dinner with friends, and we went to one of my favorite very fancy restaurants in Beverly Hills. And I said at the dinner table, I said, every time I've been in here, I've seen Stan Lee was in here too. I don't see him tonight. He's dining at a better restaurant still, I'm sure.